Hello, everyone, and welcome. I got a cup that says Thrive. So I am thriving in health and not surviving in health, and hope you are doing the same. We got to keep thriving, right? Anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about diet and degenerative disease. I've been doing some research and studying, and really what provoked me for doing this was when my dog got sick, and I've been helping her, trying to get her diet right. And doing research and looking at just nutrition and diet and overall health. And a lot of the degenerative diseases that I see right now that people have, I think it pertains to diet. I really, really believe that it's about 90% of the diet. Again, I'm not a doctor or a vet or a certified nutritionist or anything like that, but I do have a brain and I do have knowledge and I do have wisdom, and I'm capable of researching and looking at things and testing things and trying things out for myself. Because I know, like, when I was on that 12-week journey that I was on, when I had gained that 35 pounds on purpose, and now I'm thriving in health and I lost some of it, I really noticed that when I changed my diet, a lot of the things that was happening to me because of the weight gain um started going away as I was keep working at my diet. And so that makes me kind of think about diet has a lot to do with degenerative disease. I really believe that, you guys, and I think you really need to research it a little bit more, because right now in this day and age, you either know someone with a degenerative disease, you may have a degenerative disease, somebody in your job, somebody at church, somebody that you know, somebody that you knew, somebody that you know that knows somebody. Everybody, it just seems like has these degenerative diseases, and not only the people, but the animals have them too. And I had to look and I said, wait a minute, stop, take a break, look, see what is going on. How come the people are having these diseases and the animals are having the same diseases, cats and dogs? Why? There's got to be a culprit. There has to be an elephant in the room, they say it. It's got to be an underlying issue. Well, I went through everything. And I said, well, everybody does not drink. Everybody does not smoke. Everybody doesn't do illicit drugs. It's a lot of things that the whole world does not do. There's a group of people that do them. There's a group of people that don't. But you know what? Everybody eats. Everybody eats. I mean, unless you're in a place where it's a poverty stricken country and you don't have food available. But if you're not in that type of place, the whole world eats. That's something that we all have in common. We have eating in common. A lot of people don't even like to drink water. I mean, they do other things. They add things to their water. Some people don't even drink water. They're really, really dehydrated. So even the water thing is not something that everybody does, because there's people that don't have fresh water. But everybody eats. That's one thing that we have in common, you guys. And I started really praying over that and meditating on that and looking around and doing research. And what I find is that if you change that diet, if you can change that diet into more of a whole food, healthy, nutritious diet that now changes from just I'm in a diet to a lifestyle change, a lot of the degenerated diseases that people have will start getting better. They can get better, they can be cured, and they can be reversed. Now, again, this is the disclaimer. I'm not telling you to come off your medicine and go crazy and say, this girl said this and I believe what she said. No, 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 don't do that. You have to pray about everything and take everything with precautions. I'm just saying, from what I've researched, my experiences, what I've been through, and then even helping my little puppy, is that with degenerative diseases, if you would start with diet. See, a lot of the times when we go to the doctor, and even when we take our animals to the veterinarians, what they do is they do the test, they find out what's wrong, and they treat the symptoms. They don't necessarily treat the underlying cause. What is the cause of this? Why are you having this inflammation? Why are your legs swollen up? Why do you have lack of circulation in your limbs? Whatever it may be. Why? What is the culprit? What is causing this? Yeah, we can treat the symptoms, but what's causing the problem. And when you start dealing with what's causing the problem, then you start what? Alleviating the problem. If you deal with what causes the problems, you alleviate the problem. And that's why I like the holistic um, natural remedies and the diet and the whole foods. That's why I like the lifestyle changes, because the lifestyle changes make you look at what is the problem. If you're overweight, why? If your joints hurt, why? And then you start dealing with what you can do to alleviate the problem. And I'm telling you, a lot of it is your nutrition, a lot of it is diet. So I just wanted to give you kind of a little tidbit of what I've been studying and researching and looking at. Could our diet be affecting these diseases that we have and that we've been diagnosed with, that are degenerative diseases, that basically they say, it just, over time, it's going to get worse. You can't really, nobody's really getting healed. I mean, you think about all the millions of people that's on prescription drugs right now, all the millions of people that's on prescription drugs and going to the doctor on a regular basis and getting treatments. Is anybody getting healed from these things? A few, but not many. But if you cross over and you come over to natural remedies and holistic things, and you start doing changing your lifestyle and getting out there and getting some fresh air, sunshine, water, and all those things, guess what? People do get healed. You hear about the people getting cured more often, more frequently. So I'm just encouraging you guys to do some research, do some study, look how the diet affects disease. Diet and disease go together, now that I see that. And I knew that before, but it was a wake up call for me when I'm helping my dog. Diet and disease go together. So the diet has to be a good, nutritious, wholesome diet, staying away from, a lot of those whole food, those processed foods, staying away from all those foods that's got all those chemicals in it and those toxins in it, and do more whole foods, natural foods, add the herbs in there, the rosemary, the thyme, all the other, the garlic and garlic powder and onion and things like that into your meal planning, that is going to really help. Basil, it's so many different herbs that you can use, that you can add to season your foods, and those will help your body too. They help the inflammation, they help disease and disease prevention. It's just so many different things. I like using the powders, like the onion powder, garlic powder, organic versus the salt, because I don't like a lot of salt. But you can use all those things to add into your food, and it's going to help you overall. But think about it, you guys. Do some research. If you know someone, or if you have a degenerative disease, look at your diet. If you would change, be willing to change those things in your diet and go for more whole foods, natural foods. I want to say plant-based foods, because I like the plant-based. I think the plant-based lifestyle gives you a much more vibrant, healthy, disease-free lifestyle. That's my opinion. But you can do a lot more plant-based foods if you still want to do the meat. That's your choice. I'm just saying that look into it, because there is a culprit with all these degenerative diseases. Nobody's getting well. Nobody's really coming off the drugs. Nobody's getting cured. No diseases are being diabetes is not being reversed from the medicine and everything. But what if, just what if, you could reverse it or change it, whatever disease it is, by diet? You're going to have to maybe do some more things too, but it's just something to ponder about. And then drinking water. You have to think about it. Your body and your brain is made up of mostly water. So if you just start hydrating yourself, just start drinking more water, pushing more water through your body, guess what? Your body is going to be eliminating more properly with your kidneys and your liver and your lungs and everything. Your blood is going to be cleansed, and you're going to be pushing out the toxins. Well, wow. Wouldn't that kind of help with your degenerative disease? I'm not saying it's going to cure it, but wouldn't it help? Why not try it? So I just wanted to give you a tidbit and just share with you. Look at your diet, take a look at the nutrition, take a look at the things that you're eating, and then make some changes, because I really believe that we can thrive in health. I got to pick up my cup again, but I love this little cup. because it says thrive, and that's what I'm trying to do. I believe that you can thrive and that I can thrive and that we can thrive as a group, but we have to do some research. We need to make some sacrifices and some changes. So look at thriving, look at your diet, and see if your diet could be making things worse, if your diet could be actually killing you. I hate to say it that way, but these foods that we're eating, they could be actually killing us slowly, a slow process killing us. So we want to take that in mind and start looking at foods that's going to give us life and make us vibrant and abundant and, happy and joyful, and not killing us and robbing us. So think about it. And I wanted to give you a tidbit. Hope you're thriving. If you're not thriving, then start thriving with me, because I'm not playing around. I want to thrive in health and not survive in health. God bless.